Hello and welcome back to the channel for another episode in my Biosyn Valley Park build. So as you can see here, I'm just placing a mountain for what will be my quetzalcoatlus enclosure. I wanted to put the enclosure on a hill because I think the quetzalcoatlus would have lived on like cliff sides and things like that when they was alive. And yeah, I just thought a bit more height variation, like a different thing for like people to look at and stuff. And yeah, in the end I thought it looked really cool. It's just like raised above all the rest of the park, and I thought it looked quite iconic. Yeah, a bit of placement issue there, but I managed to get there in the end, making sure it's nice and large for our 3 quetzalcoatlus that I decided to add. It's one of the more unique pterosaurs, although it feels too big. Like when you put it in the aviary, it doesn't look like it has a lot of room, which I'm not too keen of, but the design of the quetzalcoatlus is incredible. It'd be cool if you can make aviaries higher, so then the quetzalcoatlus could fit better, but it's still a really great dinosaur, and definitely a welcome addition to the park. So yeah, here's the little research facility area. So connecting that all up with the hyperloop, of course using the power station as usual. I do put a fence around this area. I don't know if it looks too great, but yeah, it's okay, it does the job. Also, I'd like to point out that later on in this video I built an enclosure for some T-Rex, and there's a little backstory behind that, which is pretty cool. So stick around to see that. Of course there's cinematics at the end of these videos. So I hope you enjoy them as much as I do making them. But yeah, I'm just placing rocks and stuff there on the fence, so then none of the people could walk out, hypothetically. And yeah, just placing trees to cover it up because you can't properly connect the fence to the aviary. But here I go again, placing all the trees. I love doing this, just filling out all of that awful space. If only I had this in my JP3 park. I also then decided to decorate this like the station area, so I placed a couple of amber planters and some signage. So I placed some lampposts as well, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, I placed that tree-shaped decoration there, and I put an aviary sign in front of it to point out that this is the aviary. As if it isn't obvious enough with a massive dome in front of you, but yeah, just to help the staff. Yeah, here we go, getting to work on our quetzalcoatlus. Using the 2022 skin because this is a homage to the film. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that all the skins were the skins that we see in the film for authenticity. But yeah, I placed a ranger fence there because the rangers wouldn't be able to get to this. I know I don't need rangers to patrol this area, but the icon above the hatchery was really getting on my nerves, and I couldn't not have that. So hopefully Frontier patch that out sometime. So as you can see here, I'm starting to decorate the aviary. It's easier said than done decorating aviaries because you constantly zooming out, and then the cage, like the glass, gets in the way, and you see it happen quite a lot. It's so annoying, but I managed to make it look quite nice in the end, and yeah, with a lot of hassle from the glass of the aviary. But yeah, placing all these relatively new platforms and stuff. And yeah, the enclosure looks pretty cool in the end, suitable for this kind of dinosaur, in my opinion. I'm not an expert, but yeah, I really liked it. So I was just waiting for the quetzalcoatlus to finish up, just checking the views and stuff. And then here we go, here's our live footage of our quetzalcoatlus coming out. Is it quetzalcoatlus or quetzal? I always call it quetzal. But yeah, people will probably come after me for saying it wrong. But yeah, do you know what I mean about it looking so big? It just seems too big for an aviary.
That certainly applies to their fossil finds. This tower pterosaur is definitely one for the record books. We're talking about one of the largest flying animals, like, ever. It's not a bird and it's not a plane. It's a quetzalcoatlus.
So Isaac there just corrected me, it is quetzalcoatlus. I then decided to name a quetzalcoatlus Serpentine because quetzalcoatlus, the name is based off, I think it's a Mexican mythological creature called quetzalcoatl. I don't know if that's how it's properly said, but yeah, some giant serpent dragon thing, I think. As I say, I'm not an expert on Mexican mythology. I also decided to name a quetzalcoatlus Harper for you, Harper by Baba. You commented on some of my previous videos, and yeah, I decided to name one Harper. Even I didn't do it in this video, I did do it after recording because yeah, I completely forgot during recording. But yeah, there's a picture on screen of it there. So yeah, thank you for that suggestion. So here we have the eating animation for the quetzalcoatlus, which is really cool actually. It just shows you how big it is. I think those are like the size of giraffes. Like, you can't imagine a pterosaur being that big. That would be so scary. You just walk in and just see that above you. You got to try and take cover because that thing will get you. But anyway, just getting rid of that tree there that's poking out of the glass, which isn't very realistic. But yeah, here we go. Started work on our T-Rex enclosure. I built it way too big at first. But yeah, I changed it a little bit later. I wanted to make this flush with the edge of the map, maximising the most of the space that we have. But yeah, I was checking it with other exhibits and I was like, yep, that's way too big. So earlier on in this video I said that there's a little backstory behind this exhibit, and this is a slight spoiler warning. It's nothing massive, but if you haven't seen the film then you might want to either click off this video and see the film, or just cover your ears and hope for the best. But yeah, there's a family of T-Rex at the end of Dominion, and I think a couple of them was the Buck and Doe Rex from the Lost World. So I added the 2022 skin T-Rex, the one with all the scars and stuff, and the Buck and the Doe Rex. I'd also like to point out that someone in one of my older episodes of this series suggested building an enclosure for like a family of T-Rex, and this is your answer to that. I did plan out to do this anyway, because how could I not? It was such like a memorable moment from the film. I loved that bit. And I see I'm not going to talk anymore because I'm going to spoil things. So yeah, I'm just going to shut up now. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool idea, and yeah, I'm thankful for whoever commented for reinforcing that idea for me. So yeah, thank you very much. So here we go, working on our 3 T-Rex that we're adding. Yes, of course, starting with the scarred 2022 skin, which is new for the Biosyn expansion. To be honest, I don't know why it's not in like the base game, or like the original game for that matter, because it's such an iconic skin. You would have thought they would have added it anyway. But yeah, here we go with our 2022 skin T-Rex. There we go, the Queen of Isla Nublar herself. All those scars along the neck and on the back from the Indominus and Raptor attacks. She's been through a lot. She has been through a lot.
She's a survivor. A result of her interactions with the dinosaurs and her headstrong nature.
There isn't a more iconic dinosaur than the T-Rex.
I then got to moving all the dinosaurs in the enclosure that I built for them. Yeah, making sure that's all sped up because I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit around waiting for the helicopters to drop the dinosaurs off. But yeah, we only have a little bit of space left. I have a few ideas for what I can put in there, but of course suggestions are welcome. If you have any ideas for smaller enclosures, then I'd be happy to see that. Name ideas as well, that'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, I decided to name this T-Rex Roberta after one from the film. A lot of people call it Rexy, but I don't like that because it makes the dinosaur sound cute. So I thought a more regal name like Roberta was more fitting, because that's another name that was actually given to the dinosaur in the film during production, I think, of the original. Yeah, we have these two fighting, the Roberta and the Buck Rex. Is it the Buck, the green one? I think it is. But yeah, they're having a little fight. Well, not a little fight, a massive fight. Yeah, Roberta running away there. Not becoming an alpha, which is a shame. I wanted Roberta to be the queen. Hopefully she can reclaim her place as the alpha. Yeah, I do like the Buck Rex skin. So cool. Yeah, it's just cutting stuff there, nothing happened. And then yeah, we've got this gorgeous view of the T-Rex in the sunlight. Look at that, it's such an iconic dinosaur. You can't hate a T-Rex. It probably is my #1 carnivore in this game, just for nostalgia's sake. I love it. Looks like she's got some more scars after that battle a while ago. Oh, we have the Buck Rex freaking out there, and then the Doe Rex. I might be getting this wrong. I might have got the Doe and Buck mixed up, but I'm just going to carry on now because I don't want to make an idiot of myself. But yeah, that's another really cool skin. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Of course, there's another episode coming. Suggestions, of course, are welcome, as I said earlier. But yes, we have some cinematic shots coming up. So I hope you enjoy them. And I'll see you in the next video. So goodbye.